Good morning and welcome into today's Sports Brief. I'm Gerhard Mathangani. Well, after a very long time, we could finally say the sentence, it is finally game week in the SEC. The conference will dive straight into league play with 7 games on Saturday. Now, Auburn will begin its season in the friendly confines of Jordan-Hare Stadium. The Tigers will host Kentucky in a battle of ranked teams. More on that in just a moment. Auburn had its own share of ups and downs during the preseason. Multiple players missed large chunks of time for various reasons, including the coronavirus. Head coach Gus Malzahn says this team is excited for game week and hopes that using more players during practice has created some much-needed depth.
I think the emotional toll that it takes on you, with the uncertainty and all the ups and downs, because there was weeks that, we were thinking like it's going to be really hard to play. And then there was the next week where you said, well, we got a chance to play. And all the ups and downs that and getting adjusted to the new normal as far as COVID's concerned, who's available, who's not available, who's out, adjusting with that takes a toll on you mentally, emotionally. But, our guys have done a good job. And as the season has gotten closer, you can tell the urgency is a lot higher from everyone. The excitement is a lot better from everyone. And so I know our guys, our coaches, we're just ready for game one to get here and start getting into the routine.
The Tigers are a 7-point favorite over Kentucky in the matchup. Now, as I mentioned, it will be a battle of ranked teams according to the latest AP poll. Clemson still holds the #1 spot after posting another win on Saturday. The Tigers claim 59 of the 61 first-place votes. Meanwhile, Alabama also picked up 1 vote. They sit #2 before their first game. 1-0 Oklahoma is third, followed by Georgia and Florida in the top 5. Defending national champion LSU is #6. Notre Dame is 7th, 1 spot ahead of Auburn, sitting #8 before their season opener. Texas is 9th. Texas A&M remains 10th. Meanwhile, Miami moved up 5 spots to the polls to #12 after posting their second win of the season. And out of the SEC, Tennessee is 16th, and Kentucky is #23 in the rankings. It will be a Saturday full of college football as the SEC begins play. Here are the scheduled games and the networks for action this weekend. Now, as mentioned, Auburn and Kentucky will square off on the Plains at 11 a.m. on the SEC network. Florida and Ole Miss will start at the same time on ESPN. Mississippi and LSU kick off at 2:30. Georgia and Arkansas begin at 3. #2 Alabama's opener at Missouri will start at 6 o'clock on ESPN. Vandy and Texas A&M begin at 6:30, as will Tennessee and South Carolina. Meanwhile, Jacksonville State is getting some much-needed clarity about their team moving forward. The Gamecocks held its 4th scrimmage of the preseason this weekend. Head coach John Gross has seen a lot of improvement across the board, both individually and collectively. He says there is still some work to do as they get ready for their season opener in 2 weeks.
Well, getting closer to the game, just evaluating depth and stuff. I've seen some good stuff. As far as we're getting better. Still see depth is an issue. We've not still had a complete team here, yet at any scrimmage. So that's hard to evaluate. But guys are getting better, and we got young guys that are, just getting better. We're going to be able to give us some reps, and you start making decisions on travel lists and who's on that travel list. So you go to, 70 or under really quick, and some reality starts hitting guys. So we got good competition, I feel like. We just got to continue getting better.
The Gamecocks will face Florida State on October 3rd. Meanwhile, the Seminoles are 0-1 on the season. They'll take on Miami on the road this Saturday. After an action-packed couple of weeks in region play, most high school teams around the state will take a break in Week 5 for non-region matchups. We'll have much more on the high school slate throughout the week. And finally, a former Alabama high school product made a big splash in the NFL yesterday. Former Gadsden City Titan Darnell Mooney, playing in his rookie season as a wideout for the Chicago Bears, caught his first touchdown pass of the season on this 15-yard toss from Mitchell Trubisky. Mooney finished the game with 3 catches for 36 yards. He and the Bears beat the Giants 17-13. Chicago moves to 2-0 on the season. And that is your sports wrap for the day. We return with our program next.